who's ready for chapter 9? Well, you will be in about, 10 minutes. You'll be ready for chapter 9. So let's do it. Let's do it to it. Chapter 9 deals with something called two-way tables, which is data analysis, graphs and tables and stuff. And it also has to do with scatter plots, more data analysis. So we're going to look at circle graphs, a line graph, and I believe, I forget what the third one is. I guess we'll find out when we get there. All right. So right off the bat, what percent... I have Facebook favorites. You guys know what a Facebook is. Your mom has one. Facebook favorites. Somebody interviewed a bunch of people, and they asked them what their favorite Little Debbie snack was, and a bunch of them said Nutty Bars, and a bunch of them said oatmeal cream pies, and a bunch of them said fudge brownies, and whatever. And they took all that information, and they said, all right, well, 3% of the people like strawberry shortcake rolls, and 5% of the people like chocolate cupcakes, 21% like Swiss cake rolls, good choice. My favorite personally is zebra cakes, tied with oatmeal cream pies, but whatever. No one's going to send me this stuff. What percent like Swiss cake rolls the most? Swiss cake rolls. There you are. That's all right. 21% likes Swiss cake rolls. Simple. It's supposed to be a percent. What percent likes raisin cream pies? Where are you? Raisin cream pies, 2, and oatmeal cream pies the most. Well, that's 2% and 15%. And last time I checked, 2 plus 15 is 17. So 2% plus 15% is 17%. Think there's more problems on this picture? Yep. If 500 people were interviewed, how many people liked honey buns the most? Well, 2% liked honey buns. But if I interviewed 500 people and I said, how many people like honey buns the most? My daughter is in the room and she's watching YouTube Kids, and she turned the volume down all the way. There you go. All right, so 2% like honey buns. 500 people were interviewed. So 2% of 500 means 2% times 500. 2% means 2 out of 100 times 500. If I were to do the math there, 2% times 500 is going to end up being 10. So 10 people. So I turned it into a fraction because a lot of people would rather deal with the fraction instead of the decimal. 2% is 0.02 or 2 100ths, and 2 100ths times 500 is going to be 10. 2% of 500 is 10. Okay. You can use a calculator too. New thing. There's no way I could put my face and make this look nice. Well, we know it's a type of movie. So the favorite types of movies. So a bunch of people were interviewed, and 4 of them said they like comedy, and 5 of them said action, yada, yada, yada. How many people prefer comedy? Well, it looks like I accidentally already answered that one. How many more people prefer action over drama? You know what I say? Leave the drama for your mama. One person liked drama. Good. Let's keep it that way. I'd like to see 0 people. How many more people prefer action, though? 5 people preferred action. So how many more people? 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 people. 4 again. More. How many times more people liked sci-fi than drama? Well, let's see how many people like sci-fi. That would be 4 people liked sci-fi. And we already know that 1 crazy person likes drama. So how many times more is 4 than 1? Well, you divide. If I'm asking you how many times more is this than that, you divide this from that. And 4 divided by 1 is 4. Not really creative with my answers here. But 4 times more people like sci-fi than drama. How many people were interviewed? Well, let's take everything and add it all up. Let's take everything and add it all up. Comedy looks like to be 4. Action is 5. We know that. Romance is 6. Drama is 1. And sci-fi is 4. So 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 people were interviewed. That is called a bar graph. Now let's move on to a line graph. Line graph looks like we are dealing, and of course what I do is I steal all these pictures from the internet and I make word problems based off the pictures. So I found one about years and potatoes. So let's just make believe someone's growing potatoes in their backyard. We're in Idaho now. Let's pretend. So the year is 2009 and 60 potatoes were made. And the year is 2010 and it looks like 50. And the year is 2011 and 75 and blah, blah, blah. Which year saw the highest potato production? Well, I want the year that has the highest number, which is that one right there. That year is 2011. So the year that had the highest potato production is 2011. How many potatoes were produced in 2016? Well, here's 2016. 2016 gave us 50 whole potatoes. Which years had more than 60 potatoes produced? Okay. Well, 2009 had 60. Is 60 more than 60? Nope. So basically anything bigger than 60 is what I want. So not you, yes you, not you, yes you, not you, yes you. I guess you could say we've had some up and down years. Those years that were up were 2011, 2013, 2015. In between what 2 years had the largest increase? Well, largest increase happens when the slope is the steepest. We learned that in chapter 4. Which slope is the steepest? Well, that's not even steep. That's not even steep. That's not even steep. That's not even steep. So it's either going to be this red line right here, this blue line right here, and this green line right here. Now, it's hard to see which one's the steepest. So what we have to do is actually find the slope according to the blocks. It looks like that this goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. The blue one goes up 1, 2, 3, just 3? Did I miscount? I did miscount. Which one did the red one go up? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was right, over 1. The blue goes up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, so it's not the blue one. And the green one doesn't look promising. 1, 2, 3, or is it 2 over 1? 3 over 1. So it's not green either. So it's the red line. So in between what 2 years is the red line? 2010, 2011 had the highest increase because it's the largest slope. Okay. Use the graph to write a linear equatio. Oh, equation. All right, so I want to turn each of these into a linear equation. Linear equations are given to us as y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. So what I have to do is I have to find the slope, and I have to find the y-intercept of each. The slope for this guy, let's pick 2 points. There's a dot there. There's a dot there. Be very careful with this chart because it looks like I go up 1, 2, but I actually go up 2, 4. Be careful. 2, 4 over 1. So my slope is going to be 4 over, not 1, I'm sorry, 4 over 2, which is 2. My y-intercept is the area on the y-axis that my line crosses through. That dot right there is 4. So now that I know m is 2 and b is 4, I could use this guy up here and rewrite it out, but instead of m, I could say m is 2, and instead of b, I could say 4. Okay? Let's do it again. Now I have a regular chart So I have to find the slope. This is going to be a negative slope because the line is going down and to the right or up and to the left, same thing. My rise is 1, 2, 3. My run is 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is negative 3 over 4. My y-intercept is right there staring at me in the face. And again, I'm going to use that equation right there and write out y equals, but instead of m, negative 3/4, and instead of b, I have positive 7. And that, boys and girls, should adequately prepare you for Chapter 9 when we do scatter plots and two-way tables. Bye!